Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast Every Day.
We are so glad you are here with us today.
Today, we are learning idioms for handling pressure and stress.
This is such a useful topic because everyone has busy days, deadlines, problems, and unexpected changes.
Exactly, English speakers often use idioms to describe stress in a natural and expressive way.
Instead of saying, I am very stressed, you might say, I have a lot on my plate.
We will explain what these idioms mean, when to use them, and how to avoid sounding too dramatic.
You will hear two realistic conversations where people talk about stress calmly, professionally, and kindly.
We will also compare simple B1 sentences with stronger B2 English for pressure, workload, and coping strategies.
So take a slow breath, settle in, and let us learn language that helps you sound fluent under pressure.
Let us begin with the first set of idioms for describing pressure and workload.
Before our first conversation, let us learn idioms that help you describe pressure and stress naturally without sounding negative. Stress is part of daily life, especially when people have deadlines, meetings, exams, or family responsibilities.
Yes, but in English, we often do not want to sound helpless or overly emotional when we talk about pressure.
That is why idioms are useful. They let us express stress clearly, but also naturally.
Our first idiom is have a lot on my plate. This means you have many tasks, responsibilities, or problems to handle.
For example, I have a lot on my plate this week, so I may need extra time.
Another example is she has a lot on her plate with the new project and the client presentation.
This idiom is very common at work because it sounds polite and realistic.
Our second idiom is under pressure. This means feeling stress because something important must be done or decided.
For example, the team is under pressure to finish the report by Friday.
Or, I do not do my best work when I feel under pressure all day.
Notice the grammar. We say under pressure, not in pressure.
Our third idiom is keep your cool. This means stay calm, especially in a difficult or stressful situation.
For example, even when the meeting became tense, he kept his cool.
Another example is, I am trying to keep my cool and solve one problem at a time.
This is a positive idiom because it shows emotional control and maturity.
Our fourth idiom is take it one step at a time. This means deal with a big problem by focusing on one small action first.
For example, the project feels huge, but we can take it one step at a time.
Or do not try to fix everything today. Take it one step at a time.
This phrase is comforting because it gives a simple plan when the situation feels too big.
Our fifth idiom is blow off steam. This means release stress in a harmless way, like talking, walking, or doing something relaxing.
For example, after a long day, I go for a walk to blow off steam.
Another example is, let us take a short break and blow off some steam before we continue.
A common mistake is translating idioms word by word.
Yes, do not imagine a real plate or real steam. Focus on the situation and meaning.
In our first conversation, Michael and Nicole use these idioms while dealing with a stressful deadline.
Now let us listen to Michael and Nicole talk about a stressful deadline using natural idioms for pressure.
Nicole, do you have a minute? I could use a quick reality check.
Of course. What is going on?
I have a lot on my plate today, and I am starting to feel under pressure.
That makes sense. The report deadline is close, and the client questions came in late.
Exactly. I am trying to keep my cool, but my mind keeps jumping from one task to another.
Let us take it one step at a time.
That sounds good, but I do not even know which step should come first.
What has to be finished today? And what can wait until tomorrow?
The client summary has to be done today. The charts can probably wait until tomorrow morning.
Great. Then the first step is the client summary.
I can do that, but I keep worrying about the charts.
Write the charts on a tomorrow list. That way your brain does not have to hold everything at once.
That might help me keep my cool.
Also, have you eaten lunch yet?
Not really. I had coffee and half a sandwich.
That may be making the pressure feel worse.
You are probably right. I was trying to push through.
Sometimes pushing through works, but sometimes a short break helps you work better.
Maybe I should take 10 minutes to blow off some steam.
Exactly. Walk around, get water, and then come back to the first task.
I feel guilty taking a break when I have so much to do.
A break is not avoiding the work if it helps you return with a clearer mind.
That is a good point.
After the break, spend 20 minutes on the summary intro. Then, check the client questions one by one.
That feels much more manageable.
Good. Pressure often feels bigger when everything is mixed together in your head.
So I should separate the tasks and take it one step at a time.
Exactly. And if the deadline becomes unrealistic, ask for help early.
That is hard for me. I always feel like I should handle everything myself.
Everyone needs support sometimes, especially when they have a lot on their plate.
Thanks, Nicole. I am still under pressure, but I feel less stuck now.
That is progress. Start with the break, then the first paragraph. Let us analyze how Michael and Nicole used stress idioms to make pressure sound manageable and specific. Michael started by saying, "I have a lot on my plate today."
That idiom is useful because it describes workload without blaming anyone.
It sounds more professional than saying, "Everything is too much."
He also said he was starting to feel under pressure.
Under pressure is a direct but normal phrase. It does not sound dramatic if you use it calmly.
Then Michael said he was trying to keep his cool.
Keep your cool means stay calm. The possessive changes with the subject. I keep my cool, she keeps her cool, they keep their cool.
Nicole responded with take it one step at a time.
That phrase is excellent when someone feels overwhelmed, because it turns a big problem into smaller actions.
Notice how Nicole did not just say, calm down, she helped Michael choose the first task.
That is important because practical support often works better than simple advice.
Michael also used blow off some steam when he talked about taking a short break.
Blow off steam does not mean ignore responsibilities. It means release stress safely so you can continue better.
The conversation also included a useful strategy. Separate today's tasks from tomorrow's tasks.
That strategy matches the idiom, take it one step at a time.
A common mistake would be saying, I am in pressure. The correct phrase is, I am under pressure.
Another mistake is saying, I have many things on my plate, which is understandable but less natural than, I have a lot on my plate.
The big pattern is name the pressure, choose the first step, take a short reset, and ask for support early. Now let us learn more idioms for staying flexible, recovering from stress, and handling pressure over time. In the first half, we learned idioms for describing pressure and calming the situation.
Now we will focus on what happens when stress lasts longer than one busy afternoon.
Sometimes pressure builds over days or weeks, and you need language for coping, adapting, and setting limits.
These idioms help you talk about stress without pretending everything is fine.
Our first new idiom is be stretched thin. This means you have too many responsibilities and not enough time, energy, or attention.
For example, I am stretched thin this month because I am covering 2 projects.
Another example is the team is stretched thin, so we should not add another deadline this week.
Our second idiom is hit a breaking point. This means reach a moment when the pressure becomes too much and something needs to change.
For example, if we keep adding tasks, the team may hit a breaking point.
Or, I do not want to hit a breaking point before I ask for help.
Use this idiom carefully. It is serious, so it should not be used for every small annoyance.
Our third idiom is roll with the punches. This means adapt when difficulties or changes happen.
For example, the schedule changed twice, but we rolled with the punches and kept working.
Another example is, In customer service, you have to roll with the punches when plans change suddenly.
Our fourth idiom is take a breather. This means take a short break so you can recover and continue.
For example, we have been working for 3 hours. Let us take a breather.
Or, I need to take a breather before I respond to that message.
Our fifth idiom is get back on track. This means return to the original plan or return to making progress.
For example, after a stressful morning, we got back on track in the afternoon.
Another example is, let us review the plan and get back on track.
A common mistake is using idioms too casually in serious situations.
Yes, if someone is really struggling, it is better to be supportive and clear, not playful or dismissive.
In our second conversation, Adam and Sky use these idioms to talk about a stressful week and a plan to recover.
Now Adam and Sky will discuss a stressful week, using idioms for coping, adapting, and getting back on track.
Sky, do you have a few minutes? I want to talk through this week.
Of course, it has been a lot, has it not?
Yes, I feel stretched thin between the product update, customer emails, and the training session.
That is understandable. You have been handling several high-priority tasks at once.
I usually roll with the punches, but this week has been harder than usual.
What part is creating the most pressure right now?
The customer emails. They keep coming in and I cannot focus on the update.
So you are stretched thin, and the constant interruptions are making it worse.
Exactly. I do not want to hit a breaking point, but I can feel my patience getting lower.
I am glad you are saying that before it becomes too much.
I was worried it would sound like complaining.
Not if you explain the situation and suggest a solution.
Okay, the situation is that I am stretched thin, and I need blocks of focus time.
Good, what solution would help?
Maybe I could check customer emails twice a day instead of every 10 minutes.
That sounds reasonable. It would help you get back on track with the product update.
Yes, I also think I need to take a breather before the training session this afternoon.
A short reset could help you lead it more calmly.
The schedule changed twice this week, and I have been trying to roll with the punches.
You have, but rolling with the punches does not mean accepting unlimited pressure.
That is a helpful distinction.
It means adapting, while still protecting your ability to do good work.
So the plan is to create email blocks, take a breather, and then focus on the product update.
Yes, and after the training session, review what still needs to be done tomorrow.
That makes the day feel less chaotic.
Good, when you feel close to a breaking point, structure can help reduce the pressure.
Should I tell the team I am stretched thin?
You can, but connect it to a request. For example, I am stretched thin today, so I will respond to emails at 11 and 4.
That sounds professional. It explains the limit without sounding dramatic.
Exactly. Clear boundaries help everyone get back on track.
Thanks, Sky. I feel like I have a plan now.
Good, take the breather first, then send the update.
Let us compare simple stress sentences with more natural B2 English using idioms for pressure and coping. A B1 speaker might say, I am very stressed and have many works.
The feeling is clear, but many works is not natural English.
A better sentence is, I have a lot of work to do.
A stronger B2 version is, I have a lot on my plate this week, so I am trying to prioritize carefully.
That sounds more professional because it names the pressure and the response.
Another B1 sentence is, I am in pressure.
The correct phrase is, I am under pressure.
A more natural sentence is, I am under pressure to finish the report by Friday.
Now let us talk about softeners. Phrases like a bit, somewhat, starting to, and I feel like can make stress statements less dramatic.
Compare, I cannot handle this, with, I am starting to feel stretched thin and could use some help prioritizing.
The second sentence is calmer and more useful because it includes a request.
Another useful pattern is idiom plus action.
For example, I have a lot on my plate, so I am going to take it one step at a time.
Or we are stretched thin, so let us take a breather and then get back on track.
Be careful with hit a breaking point. It is serious and should be used when pressure truly needs attention.
A balanced sentence is, I do not want the team to hit a breaking point, so we should adjust the workload now.
For grammar, remember that work is usually uncountable when it means tasks in general.
Say, I have a lot of work, not I have many works.
For B2 English, connect the feeling to a solution. I am under pressure, so I am prioritizing the urgent tasks first.
That is the difference between sounding overwhelmed and sounding constructive.
The goal is not to hide stress. The goal is to describe it clearly and choose the next helpful action. Let us review the idioms, grammar, and conversation strategies from today's episode about pressure and stress. Today, we learned idioms for handling pressure and stress in natural English.
The main goal is to express stress clearly without sounding helpless, dramatic, or dismissive.
From the first part, remember, have a lot on my plate, under pressure, keep your cool, take it one step at a time, and blow off steam.
In Conversation 1, Michael felt under pressure because he had a lot on his plate, and Nicole helped him choose the first step.
They also showed that a short break can help someone blow off steam and return with a clearer mind.
From the second part, remember, be stretched thin, hit a breaking point, roll with the punches, take a breather, and get back on track.
In Conversation 2, Adam felt stretched thin and worked with Sky to create email blocks, take a breather, and get back on track.
We compared B1 and B2 language. B1 says, I am very stressed. B2 says, I have a lot on my plate, so I am trying to prioritize carefully.
For grammar, remember to say under pressure, not in pressure.
Also remember, work is usually uncountable, so say, I have a lot of work, not many works.
A strong stress conversation has 4 parts. Name the pressure, explain the cause, suggest one action, and set a realistic next step.
The main lesson is that idioms can help you sound fluent, but the most helpful language is clear, kind, and practical.
Balanced English helps you talk about pressure honestly while still moving toward a solution. That is all for today's episode of English Podcast Every Day.
We hope you feel more confident using idioms to talk about pressure and stress in English.
This week, practice one calm sentence about workload or pressure.
Try saying, I have a lot on my plate, so I am going to take it one step at a time.
If this episode helped you, subscribe and listen again to practice the vocabulary, rhythm, and pronunciation.
Remember, pressure is easier to handle when you name it clearly and choose the next small step.
Thanks for listening, and we will see you in the next episode.